Bright Family Vlogs, where there's always a bright side. If you have not subscribed yet, click that subscribe button. Don't forget to click that bell. We are doing something different today. We are doing a mukbang, and do you know how flippin' hard it was to get each one of my children and my husband together at the same time? Not at work. But anyways, we made it work, and we are doing this, and we have got a ton of food here that I don't even think we're gonna be able to eat all. But we've had some requests to do this mukbang, so we're gonna do it. Who wants to read what they Googled, exactly what a mukbang is, just in case none of you know what it is?
A mukbang is an online audiovisual broadcast in which a host eats large amounts of food while interacting with their audience, usually done through an internet webcast such as streaming platforms. Mukbang became popular in South Korea in 2010. So basically you do it as a live stream, but we're not doing it.
Yeah, we're not doing it as a live stream because that would be probably really hard. And so I thought that we can just all you just start grabbing food and grabbing what you want to eat, and we're just gonna kind of talk about, because I've had questions about like why Quinton and Ethan have a different name. I've had that question a few times, or things like that. So basically, I was
He's going straight for the cookie.
Brady wants to cookie first. That's okay. So basically, I met somebody when I was 16, the boy's dad. Long story short, I ran away from home at 17, and my mom told me, you're gonna drop out of school and get pregnant, and I was like, no I'm not, because that doesn't happen. And that's exactly what I did. And I got pregnant at 17 years old with Quinton. And I honestly, yeah, it was hard. It was hard to be a teenage mom, and his dad left for a little bit, and because he was scared. He was older than me. He's 3 years older than me, but it worked, and he came back, and we got married, and I did drop out of school, so my mother was right about that. Do you want some mashed potatoes? No? And then 5 years later, we had Ethan. And Ethan was planned. Ethan was supposed to be named Jonah. That's what I wanted to name him. But I didn't win with that. So I didn't get to pick either one of their names. But I did pick their middle names. Which Quinton's middle name is after my dad, Joseph, and Ethan's middle name is after his dad's middle name, which is technically his grandpa's name on his dad's side. So we were together for we were married for only just short of 5 years. And then I met Jason.
There you go. Hey, I know him.
Who's that?
I mean, it was a young marriage when, I met my first husband when I was 16, and it, no hard feelings, just didn't work out. We were young kids, but wouldn't trade it because I got my first 2 boys that I love very much and are doing awesome. So everything happens for a reason. But yeah, and then I had Ethan in this daycare because Quinton was in school, and the daycare lady.
I went there too.
Yeah, you did for a little bit, didn't you? But then you were in school by this time.
Yeah.
And I always had you late for school.
Nothing's changed.
Right, nothing.
You just made a video the other day about how you're always late.
Like seriously, I'm always late. Like that is no joke. Since probably the day I was born. Was I late? I think I might have even been late. My mom, if she's watching this, which I'm sure she is, comment below. I think I was even like past my due date when you had me. I'm not sure. But
You were late to your own birth?
I was late to my own birth. Yeah. So. So the date.
Comment and Ron,
Yeah.
you were late for a picture.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Ethan was just like 3. So he doesn't even remember his dad and I ever married, do you?
No. These noodles are good.
Are they? Oh, I'll take some of those. So yeah, so my daycare lady she was a few years younger than me, wasn't she, Sarah?
There's a lot of people that are younger than you.
No. When I was married to my first husband, I was the youngest one in the group.
Yeah.
And Quinton was like a little toy, like a little baby doll. Everybody just wanted to play with him, so, you know, like the first one that had a kid.
Dad, can you give me a book?
Dude.
I can.
Anybody want some of these noodles?
Yeah.
So, why do I have 2 forks now? Oh, I forgot. This fork goes with the noodles.
Oops.
That's okay. Brady's gonna sit on the floor.
Whatever.
That's usually how we eat around here. But anyways, she was like, my daycare lady, she's like, you gotta meet this guy.
Hot sauce.
You gotta meet this guy that works
Miles.
with my husband.
Thank you.
Because Jason's family owned a company at the time, and that's who we worked for. And then my daycare lady's husband worked for that company as well. And she's like, you gotta meet this guy. His name's Bubba. And I'm thinking, I don't wanna meet nobody named Bubba. Like, I was like, no. I just got out of a relationship. No, I'm not meeting anybody named Bubba. So, anyways.
Did she even know my real name?
I don't know, because, so you can explain why everybody at your employment called you Bubba.
That came from my nephew. It wasn't even a work thing, but because I worked with my brothers, that's what they called me. My whole family called me Bubba. Because out of the blue, my nephew started calling me Bubba. There's really not a huge story to it other than
But
that.
that's how Bubba came around. But then,
Like almost nobody calls you that anymore.
No.
well, I guess Stacy does,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. I don't even think Jacob.
Well, we don't see him anymore because he lives in Utah. But, I don't know. But he's the one that started it. His first nephew started it. And just kind of stuck. And then when she said, you want to meet Bubba, I was like, I don't want to meet anybody named Bubba. She's like, no, he's as cute as a mouse. That's what she told me.
Mouse are really cute.
They are.
Wait, who said that?
Sarah.
Said who's cute as a mouse?
Me.
Bubba over there. So,
Bubba.
Wow.
I remember that. That went on for a while still after you guys were together. It doesn't really you don't really hear it anymore though.
No. No. So anyways, this was like, we ended up meeting like at a bar, I think, wasn't it?
The best bar.
Oh, no. It was the most crappiest bar ever that we first met Fat Boys.
Oh my god.
That's the grossest
Yeah.
bar you can go
No,
to.
what you said? No.
No, there was a grosser one. We'll get to that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I guess we're not talking about it.
Well, no, we are. We're going to get to that. So we were at that bar and then we went to the other bar, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So then we went to the other bar and what was that one called?
Michael's.
Yeah, and it's where Sidetracks is now.
Yeah. There used to be a bar there called was it Michael's Roadhouse?
Michael's Roadhouse.
Oh yeah.
And I remember you, what did you always say about that place?
You'd catch an STD just walking into that place. It was so gross.
Did you get any Bang Bang shrimp for Gracie's Eats Out or Bang Bang shrimp?
I had like 3 pieces.
The main coin
Yeah,
got some of that last time we went.
It's so good.
Dad got
It's not very good the next day.
No.
Mm-mm.
No. Yeah, you gotta eat it. Well, it's still got a little crunch to
You
it.
get a piece of shrimp?
No.
Did you get a piece of shrimp?
Back on the topic of Fat Boys, think of the bar in your hometown.
Dad got
That's the scummiest place in the whole town. But everybody goes there for some reason.
I have not gone there since before I was pregnant with Brady, so like 6-7 years.
I've been there.
I've been there once.
I don't know why.
I've stayed like 10 minutes.
We used to go all the time.
There's some shady stuff that goes on around there, and it really shouldn't be open anymore.
Can we hand it to you?
But I can't lie. Since I've been 21, I've been there more than once.
I can't lie about it. I've been to the crappy bar.
But I mean, you have to. You have to.
You have to experience it if you live in Lapeer.
The first
Right.
time.
That's why it's an
I
attraction.
went there, but I didn't even go inside.
The first time I went there, it was for Brad's 21st birthday,
Yeah, that's what I heard.
and that was the third bar we had gone to that night.
and we didn't leave there on our own terms. We got kicked out.
Lovely. This is the first time Mom is
You
hearing
got
about
kicked out of Fat
this.
Boys?
We got kicked out of Fat
Yeah, oh my
Boys.
God.
That's
You have
a
to be-
feat in itself.
Yeah, you have to be really bad to get kicked out of Fat Boys.
You know what we did?
I don't know if I want to.
Right?
She got out of work and she came up there, and we were on the inside. There's a little fenced-in, like gated area that you can go outside.
Oh, like smokers.
You can go outside and smoke, and as long as you're in the gated area, you can have your drink too, as long as it's not glass. They don't allow it outside. But we were inside on the gated area, and she was standing on the other side of the fence, and my buddy decided he wanted to be on the other side of the fence. So we were all under the influence. So instead of doing the smart thing and walking around and going through the inside to get out, I was like, hey, I'll just get you over the fence. You know, it's no thing, it's whatever. So, you know, like I said, we were under the influence. I grabbed him by his legs and flipped him over the fence.
Brad?
No.
Not Brad, my buddy Jeff.
Oh my God.
And
Were you
he-
there, Melanie?
Yeah, she
Mind
was
you-
the reason that he
Yeah.
wanted to be on that side of the fence.
Mind you, I drove home to Davis and drove back to Lapeer. We were there a whole 5 minutes before I ended up driving all the way back home to Davis again.
Yeah, so when I did that, the owner of the bar, his name is Dennis, just so happened to be walking up and watched the whole thing.
Oh gosh.
He wasn't very happy, but once he realized who we were with, which is Brad's parents, he knows them well, because he knows everybody for some reason. He said that we had to leave then, but we were allowed back whenever we wanted. And he took our drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are cut off.
Well, he took Jeff's drink because Jeff landed on his head.
He bit
He
his
bit his
lip.
lip open. He was actually bleeding.
Oh my
And
gosh.
he took Jeff's drink, and I knew he was gonna take mine.
Gracie.
So before he did, I snagged
Yeah.
it. I just snagged it, and I was like, nope, that's mine.
Some stuff that mothers don't need to know.
My favorite thing about Fat Boys, I'm pretty sure they probably still do it, is you don't even get glasses. They give you it
You
right
get a-
in the can.
You get a can, or
Yeah.
they do have 2 or 3 beers. I think it's 3 beers they have on tap. It's Budweiser, Bud Light, and Busch.
Bush.
And they do have those on tap, but you get them in a plastic cup.
Yep.
So Jason and I were there at Fat Boys, and then we went to the Michael's Roadhouse that is now does not exist and is a different nice fancy bar.
It's actually nice in there, really nice.
Yeah.
Inside tracks, yeah.
Yeah. And when we were leaving that night, I asked Jason if I give you my phone number, will you call me? And
Is
he
there
said,
anyone?
what did you say?
I said, well, let's wait a little bit.
No, you didn't. What did you say?
No.
What? Oh, the whole thing?
There's the truth.
Oh,
Yeah.
true.
It made you want me more, though, didn't it?
Yeah. No, I was like, screw him.
Sure.
That's what made us.
Tonight? When?
So then I oh, I had your name wrong.
Oh, is he gonna be part of our MukBang?
Is there another one in there?
One more.
Hey, there's still KFC Famous Bowl over here.
Look at that.
We haven't even opened the breadsticks from E.G. Shop.
Oh,
With the just, and we have cream cheese dip.
I'm eating like I haven't
I'm
eaten
supposed to be
weed.
on a diet.
I'm not during a mukbang.
There's no, I read nothing about diets.
why is it when you have a large amount of food in front of you, you get full so fast?
Because you're eating fast.
But anyways, so this was like October, and he told me no. So then November, December, January, February comes along, and I'm at my mom's. The boys were at their dad's for the weekend. So my mom was having a jewelry party, and I'm like, well, I guess I'll go to my mom's. I have nothing else to do. Then Sarah, the daycare lady, calls me, and she's like, hey, you should come over. Bubba's over here playing cards. And I'm like, oh my gosh, because I knew he was just like so cute. Oh, I just love Bubba. So I wanted to run over there, but I was scared. So then February comes along, I go to her house, they're playing cards. I had a friend with me and I had to take her home. And you rode along with me, Melanie.
Nick came too.
That's me.
No, we did not.
To take
It's not. Different Melanie.
I don't remember.
How do you know? We have been friends.
He did.
So, anyways, so then like on the way back, I asked you, would you like to go out to dinner tomorrow and go like Dutch?
Like a Dutch oven.
Like we pay for our own.
I know what Dutch means.
I don't think any of the viewers do because I don't.
There's a lot of
Dutch.
So I didn't know if you guys knew this, but everybody has the mentality of 13.
Yeah. Sit down, bud.
So yeah. So then we went on our first date the next day, which was February 12th. 2 days before Valentine's Day.
All right.
Not a good time to start dating somebody.
It's not bad.
Wait, why?
You gotta buy him a gift.
Yeah, 2 days before Valentine's Day.
But yeah, so we went to dinner and I was a nervous wreck because I hadn't dated in forever. I was like 26, it had been 10 years because I was with their dad since I was 16, not to 26. And we went to where Ethan works now.
Yep. Ethan works at our first date place.
And you had the fish, and what did I have? What?
Spaghetti?
No.
Was it?
It's in the
Baked
category.
Right, baked lasagna?
Yeah.
Because they have good lasagna there.
They've got great pre-made lasagna that's frozen and then heated in the microwave. It's delicious.
But then he asked me, and said, do you mind if I have fish?
Right. Well, half of my family
What a
hates
gentleman.
fish. And they don't even like the smell of it, so.
And then we went back to Michael's Roadhouse that night.
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
At least it was at Fat Boys. But then, history, whatever, we got married. Well, we had Gracie.
I was gonna say, she was born in December.
Yeah, we met in February.
Yeah.
Our first date was February 12th. Gracie was born December 30th of 05. All in the same year. That's how that happened. Any kids watching this, do not follow my footsteps. But I mean, yes, I would not trade her for the world or what happened. That's how things happen. That's what happened. Anyways,
I was
Gracie
at the
only.
wedding.
Yeah, Gracie was at our wedding.
At our wedding.
I would have been at my parents' wedding. I was born before they got married.
Oh, see? So I'm the only one.
I'm the only one in my family.
Gotta get a good.
And then,
Why don't you eat all this?
what was it? 7 years later, 6
What?
years later, we decided if we were gonna have another baby, we better do it now because I was 34. And we planned Brady. We wanted a spring baby because we have December, October, December, and we didn't want any more of that.
Right.
We wanted we wanted an April baby, and we got. When's your birthday, Brady?
April 1st.
April 1st. So it worked. We planned it out right. We got a boy. Gracie cried when she found out. She wanted a
I
sister.
cried in the corner.
She bawled her eyes out, but they're 7 years apart. She wouldn't even have.
Well, now I'm glad because I love being the only girl.
No. That's how that happened. But yeah. The rest is history, I guess. But
Wow.
Childhood story.
Quinton was the first graduate. He graduated in 2015. Next down the line is Ethan coming up in 2020.
Then me,
Oh, just like you
2024.
Ah.
Melanie. Well, okay.
I
So
didn't
you guys
see it.
talk about how you met. And when you met. I like the story about how
We
you guys
get
met.
to talk now?
Yeah.
So, you know, I was in 10th grade, right?
No.
No. You were in 11th grade because I graduated
Yeah, some more
right after we started dating.
More of this.
Okay, yeah, so I was in 11th
No.
grade. It was her senior year, and I was slinging pizzas, you know, going to school and slinging pizzas on the side. My best friend worked there with me. That's how we actually became friends, is he worked there. And Melanie and him knew each other. They had tried dating when they were younger, but it didn't work out. They were still friends. And she came in and ordered pizza. And then later she texted my friend, his name's Austin, texted him and asked about me and asked for my phone number. And then we started talking.
Yeah, but
what happened when you got the car?
I told my mom. I said, I'm gonna marry that guy. She thought I was screwing around and she thought it was funny. But it's not funny because it's true. But no, it's funny because when I texted Austin, he sent me a picture of every single guy that worked in the store because I didn't know Quinton's name. So he sent me a picture of all the guys that worked in the store until he sent me the right one. And I was like, nope, that's not him. Nope, that's not him. And he's like, okay, this is the last
Is this
one.
the first time you heard this?
No.
Oh.
Don't pick on the good
Because
stuff.
you were like looking like,
There's still chicken. What? And there's another bowl.
because I was thinking, that's funny actually. It's like a mug shot. Nope. No.
Line them up. It's number 6.
Are you sure?
You asked me to be your girlfriend out there in the driveway.
It was in the driveway of your house.
Ooh, yeah.
That's how Melanie became part of our family. A year later, was it about? Yeah, it was about a year after you guys were dating. You proposed.
No. Oh.
A year and 3 months.
It was over a year, but like we started dating in May.
But December I got a promise ring.
Yeah, but in that December I got her a promise ring, and then the next
That he
August-
wrapped in 10 boxes.
Yeah.
Somebody at work found that video on my Facebook and they were like, oh my god, that was so cute. They're like, you look so happy.
For a box this big, it ended up in a box this big.
Yeah.
It was cool.
But
that's Quinton, jokester.
it was the next August that I had actually got an engagement ring. And,
Yep.
Ew.
And then they still don't have a date, right?
no.
It was supposed to originally be this October from the beginning, wasn't it?
Angie asked me about that the other day. She goes, are you guys still getting married in October? And I was like, what? She goes, I remember last year, that's what you said. And I said, yeah, no. So, things happen.
Yeah,
We'll
and-
let you all know when that happens. You'll probably be there because we're gonna vlog it. And then Ethan met Rachel, which you guys have seen in our videos a few times, almost 2 years. 1 or 2 years. Well, you met her before that, but
Yeah.
they've been together almost 2 years.
We're working on 5.
Yep. But now okay, so Rachel graduates this year and Ethan's gonna be a junior, kind of like how you guys did.
I just knew Rachel for like not even almost a year before that. We just kind of met through my friend Brandon because they were friends because they had some classes together, and then I don't know, just talked to her, and then came February. The following year we started dating.
She's really nice. I like Rachel. Do you?
Who?
Rachel?
Yeah, she got
Too bad she's working tonight, ain't she?
No,
What?
she was at her grandma's.
Oh, I knew she had something going on, yeah. So hard to get everybody.
They did it opposite. See, Rachel slings pizzas.
Right.
Yeah, Rachel works for a pizza place. And then Gracie here.
I just like food.
You just became Miss Lapeer Days. How do you feel about that?
Great.
It's a pretty big thing.
It is. It is. Aw, your brother said that was a pretty big thing. These two were the closest in age growing up. They're only 4 years apart. So they used to play house and
And president.
Yes.
I don't even know.
I like girls.
What?
That's my
I must have been too old because I had no idea what
No, you were outside going and picking through
That was-
garbage or bringing home hoses and then coming home with
Yeah.
a goose egg on your head.
Oh yeah, that's because instead of just sitting inside all day, I would actually go out and do stuff.
Go play wood chips with Wood Chip Man
Wood
Kit.
chip, man.
I think we've been defeated by the mukbang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? We brought quite a bit of food
Yeah.
though.
But I do have one story that you did real quick. Oh, Gracie has a
No, go
story.
ahead.
Do you remember the time that Quinton and his friend went outside and we thought they were in bed and they got locked out and slept in the shed.
Yeah, instead of waking us up, we'll just sleep in the shed.
Yeah.
Oh.
I want TP
Him and Zach.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Zach.
Oh, Zach. He lived right next to us.
He's hilarious.
What's up, Grace?
Okay, I don't know if any of these stories are true. Like, no, not theirs, but like ones that I remember. 'Cause I remember one time, Dad coming getting me, because there was this girl that lived by us. I don't even remember her name, but she would always go to the playground, and I like went to her house one day, and like nobody knew. And then and then Dad went and got me. I don't know.
I don't think so, because when we
Doesn't sound true.
we lived there,
Well, I don't have any stories. Sorry.
you were a
Okay.
baby.
I don't have any stories. I gotta make things up. Go along with it, please.
Remember when she used to say that Jason put a pillow on her
Oh
face?
yeah, she told everybody I tried to smother her with a pillow.
You did.
I did not.
Yes, you did.
You
No,
would
I
never
did
do
not.
that. I don't know.
We had a cat named Squeakers. He lived on the roof.
Yep.
Oh yeah, he lived down the roof.
He lived
Dad's
on
a
the roof.
rapper named Chulo.
He lived on the roof because he liked to give hickeys.
On Ethan's neck,
Yeah.
he was sleeping.
He would like.
There was
He
something
liked to do
mentally wrong
Mickey's
with
and Cole
that
likes
cat.
poop in your bed.
Yeah.
Well,
Cats like
Ethan has a pooping problem anyways, ever since he was a baby, and Jason always had to clean it.
Hey, what are you doing?
And the puke.
Cole's tapping me.
The first time you met
He
Ethan.
wants you to pay attention to him.
Oh yeah.
First time you met Ethan.
puked
No,
all over.
Yeah, puked all over the place.
Yeah, and he was
Watched
only
that
23, and I was this 26-year-old with 2 kids getting divorced. I don't know why you didn't run.
He was
Cleaned it.
blocking the door.
He didn't want to get puked on. But, nope, and we had Gracie here.
There was one time we went out to eat at Applebee's and we came
Oh
home.
God.
Ethan's sitting in his room and
You
he
play
goes,
game,
I don't
yeah.
feel so good. Pukes chicken all over the place. And I vividly remember looking at him and seeing a piece of chicken just hanging out of his mouth.
I remember
Here's
that
some
so-
Applebee's chicken. Would you like some?
No, it was chicken tenders anyway.
It was. It didn't even look like he chewed.
Yeah, it was
Oh,
gross.
he did.
I remember that perfectly. Because Quinton was in my room because I had a GameCube, and Quinton was playing the GameCube in my room, and I was laying in my bed, and I was like, I don't feel so good, and then it was over. It was all over then.
Gross, man. That kid's
There's
so
this
gross.
video on YouTube, and it's still on YouTube, and it's Quinton pointing a red cat laser at Ethan's TV, and
I
Ethan
know, I've seen that.
and Ethan flipping out and going stop, and then stops and goes and tells what?
Me?
Yeah, no, he's screaming.
What
And
YouTube channel is this on?
I don't remember.
Some-
It's but in the background you can hear Mom yell, "Stop picking on your brother!" And then he gets mad and like pushes me out of the room. And then I got it all on video. He slams, like as he slams the door, he goes, "I don't want a brother," and slams the door.
If I can find this video, I will link that in the description below. If I can find that video, I'll try to find it. We'll have to try to figure it out. But I do remember that. That was funny.
I don't remember it.
But that was around the time that you were always begging me to have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I didn't. And I just kick myself
What?
now because I wish I would have done it. Like,
Back then.
What is wrong
Yeah.
with
Because
me?
we had another video that was called
What?
"Sick 2-Year-Old with Bieber Fever."
Oh, yeah.
Quinton was
It was-
a YouTube.
it was-
Gracie loved Justin Bieber. She was
What?
totally in love with him.
Now he's getting married.
hear
And I wouldn't. My
He's
4-year-old.
growling at me
He has
over
to go out.
he's mad. He wants up in my lap. And I
Oh.
let him up. Come on.
My 4-year-old
Come
self
on.
would have flipped
Come
if I would have known back then that he was getting married. Somebody else.
Right. But now who cares? But unless it was a Dolan twin.
You're making Cole
Yeah.
gay.
If one of the Dolan twin gets
Oh, I'm
married.
sorry. He was growling
There's
at
I'm
me.
gonna
He wanted
cry.
up.
But
I'm
you
gonna
have
make that
anything to
work.
say?
No, I'm so full.
Yeah, this was
Now I'm tired.
yeah, we have a lot of food. Do any of you want to come clean this up?
Yeah, please.
But I don't know, it was fun. Getting to chat a little
Eating's
bit.
fun.
Yeah, it's always fun.
Thanks a lot for watching this today. We did this because we had a few people that have asked about it. We kind of seen a few people doing it. Not too many. It's just kind
Ethan's
of
making a new
recent.
sauce over here.
Yeah, what are you doing?
What is it?
Oh, yeah. Vomit.
Thanks for watching today. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. If you have any ideas for any other videos that you would like us to do, put it in the comments below. And we will see you guys on our next video.
No.
Remember,
Always.
always